Hello and welcome to a brand new day of free-to-play here on Magic the Gathering Arena. Get the dish on the latest with me, Lord Rumfish. Yes, I took a break for a little while, played a little bit of EVE Online. Now I'm back. And I am back with a good old-fashioned red-white control deck. Good old Boros control. So this common archetype of deck is powered a bit in this case by a little bit of a token theme. It's not a token deck per se, not entirely, but it runs the playset of Wedding Announcement. There's also a Styncia Uprising, there's a Mondrak, Glory Dominus, there is a Skrelv's Hive, so there's definitely a way to get the the train going as far as a bunch of token creatures. A way to rebuild from board sweepers, aside from Farewell. But a lot of interesting decks die to Farewell, so what are you going to do? There's the tiniest bit of black mana splash for the Archangel of Wrath. It's the only card that uses black mana in any way in the deck. The only ways to produce it are with one copy of the Celestis or this one Rafine's Tower, or theoretically a Mirrex if the wind's blowing right on a Tuesday. So yeah, this is basically a Boros control deck. Intends to kind of, control the battlefield a bit with some good, solid removal spells. Sacred Fire burns out any target and you gain a little bit of life in the process. The game goes late, you can flash it back for 6. Also on that theme, we've got the Hurloon Battle Hymn. It's another instant. Can deal 4 to a creature or planeswalker, and then if you kick the spell, you gain 4 life. So then it becomes that spell from Dragon's Maze that's like a very bad lightning helix. But you've got the modality to cast it for 3, if you'd rather. And if you're against, an aggro deck or something, you've hopefully been taking care of some of the early game with all of this early stuff, and then maybe you can pay the kicker on this, and that extra 4 life might help put away the game, put you out of reach. And there's just a whole suite of interesting stuff here. Flame Blessed Bolt and Lay Down Arms can both exile something. The one Ambitious Farmhand I think is useful for hitting 1 extra land drop. We're not trying to ramp to 10 mana or anything here, but getting 1 extra land could be just right. There's a couple of Investigator's Journal here. This is not a perfect replacement for Reckoner Bankbuster by any means, but I've been having pretty good luck with it as just a card draw engine. So the basic idea here is if either of you has 2 creatures on the board, then this can draw you 3 cards just like the Reckoner Bankbuster could. It does not, turn into a 4/4, it doesn't make a pilot, it doesn't make a treasure token, none of that. But the one thing it can do that a Reckoner Bankbuster couldn't is you can pay 2 and tap it to draw a card, and in the same turn you can pay 2 and sack it to draw a card. The other thing it can do is get more counters on it than a Reckoner Bankbuster could. So it could potentially draw you more than 3 cards. Anywho, we've got some answers for other types of permanents. There's an Abrade here. Soul Partition can rescue one of our own things and let us recast it, as well as being a tempo play. Guardian of New Benalia is just a pain in the neck. If the opponent is running an aggro deck or something, they don't want to see you get down a Guardian of New Benalia. You can just discard some cards, keep up with them tempo-wise in the game. Like, if you're up against a red deck and they point a burn spell at this, you discard, they point another burn spell at this, you discard, and you've gained a mana advantage, sort of, by using those spells out of your hand that were too slow to keep up with the very fast spells of the red deck. Fateful Absence is just a great catch-all answer to a whole bunch of annoying things. Planeswalkers are making a bit of a comeback at the moment. And having some ways to get rid of them is nice. Loran of the Third Path, still doing great work in this standard environment. Plenty of good artifacts and enchantments to blow up. Squeeze, another token maker engine for this deck. Angelfire Ignition, if you have these colors of mana in your deck, and you have any creatures to speak of at all, then I think putting a one-of copy into a deck that has any kind of creature base to it is just going to benefit from this card floating around in the deck. It can win you games that you should have lost. Karolus, Stalwart Slayer, is one that has probably been long forgotten about. Dies to a cut down is probably why no one's going to play him, but it's a flying haste. If a spell would deal damage to you or another permanent you control, prevent it. So if they want to burn out one of your creatures, they have to start with this one. Otherwise, they cannot burn you, and they cannot burn your other creatures. And if a spell would deal damage to an opponent, or a permanent an opponent controls, deals that much +1. Rim being in the deck turns a lot of this red removal up a notch. Right? Suddenly, Hurloon Battle Hymn's doing 5. That'll kill, Shoulder It. Sacred Fire's dealing 3. Flame Blast Bolt's dealing 3. Abrade's dealing 4. That's, it's pretty cool. Just decent upside, just a one-of legend, it's in the deck, and maybe trip somebody up who doesn't read the card. The Celestis is just, great value engine, mana ramp, good stuff all around. Archangel of Wrath, probably don't have to sell you on this one. Really nice card. Should maybe have more than one in this deck. Mondrak, trying him out here with the token sub-theme. Again, just one-of copy, I like to go one-ofs on my legends. Legendary is a drawback. I respect it. I respect that it's a drawback. I don't want to have a Mondrak moldering in my hand while I've got one on the battlefield. Wandering Emperor, again, don't really have to explain. Sulfim, Mayhem Dominus. I think this card's probably pretty good. 5/4 for 4, so the rate's already pretty decent. If a source you control will deal non-combat damage to an opponent or a permanent an opponent controls, deals double that instead. So Sulfim and Rim Karolus. Rim can pump up your spell by 1, and Sulfim can just double it. And the two of them together probably deserve a more dedicated deck than what I've built here. I'm just kind of trying to build a deck that's ready to take on all comers. And if I come up against like a Planeswalker control deck, it's probably going to be a bad time, but I'll have some answers, some things I can do, Stensia Uprising. This is a neat one. So every end step, so the turn you play it, you get a 1/1, red human. Then if you control exactly 13 permanents, you may sacrifice this to deal 7 to any target. You don't have to. But if you had a Sulfim on the board, sacrificing this to deal 14 to a target, like, say, the opponent's face, is probably pretty good. By Invitation Only is one of my favorite sort of sweepers that can be a one-sided sweeper. It's a sacrifice effect. So if you have more creatures than the opponent does, you just pick a number that's equal to all the creatures the opponent has, sacrifice your worst X creatures, you still have some left and they have none. Gets around indestructible, gets around untargetable. It doesn't exile them, but unlike Sunfall or whatever it is, this can leave you with creatures on the board. And I think it's very cool. And the Eternal Wanderer, just good, solid card all the way around. Does stuff. Left unchecked, probably finds some way to win you the game. mana base, we got 25 lands here. You know, the curve does come up to, you know, 4s, and then, you know, some 5 and 6 a little bit. I just feel like decks have been running better for me at 25 lands than 24, even if they're not ramp decks or anything. So, I'm going with it. Aside from the usual suspects, you know, some basics, Eiganjo, Sokinzen, and we do want a good count of planes for the laydown arms. So, let's see, I got a couple of Battlefield Forge, and this is just kind of dependent on what I own in my collection. I'm not saying this is the ideal perfect list, but I'm just not willing to burn wild cards very much on lands. So, a couple of Battlefield Forge, 4 Sacred Peaks, these are planes for laydown arms. Sundown Pass, I happen to have 4 of these. Rafine's Tower can make black for the Archangel of Wrath. Jetmir's Garden, it's just, you know, a cycle tap land we have access to here. And a Mirrex. Again, this is another thing that can make token creatures. It's like a little token engine that's hidden in the mana base. In the turn you play it, it can make any color of mana. So, there you have it. It's a longer deck tech than I intended, but let's jump into some games here. We are up against Big Paulie. Paulie. That's the name of the character in Rocky. The guy's kind of a jerk, who's is like his foil in the movie. It's the brother of, you know, the lady who becomes his wife. Anyway, I'm gonna mulligan. 1 land does not look good. Okay. This looks alright. Keep 6. I'm gonna put back an announcement, I think. Sacred Peaks. Okay, we're up against Red. Monoface's Caucason. I'm just gonna get the Sundown Pass played out. Nothing else fancy to do. This is the turn to play a haste creature. It's a Phoenix Chick. Comes in for 2. We don't play another 1-drop here. Well, no 1-drop. Okay. So I got a couple options here. I think it's probably good to get the wedding announcement ticking. And if they want to shock my 1/1, I'm okay with that. Nope. Let's do the face. So Hurloon Battle Hymn represents 4 extra life in this case. Emperor can also gain a couple of life. Exile the chick. So I don't think I block here. And probably the Emperor is the play this turn. Yeah, it's tempting to get like another wedding announcement cooking or whatever. But I could play the Emperor to where she pluses onto one of these tokens. They might have to burn it out. Okay, they go face here. That's less fuel for killing the Emperor. She can plus up to 4. Yeah. So block with 1. Emperor. Now they have to decide if they're going to burn out this little token.
I've learned much during my travels.
Oh, that's not going to kill her.
Show you.
Nope, not killing her.
Show them how I would run if I were
All right.
you.
So let's see. Plus onto the other one.
Remember your training.
Now I could attack with both, but that would draw off the wedding announcement, and I would rather have the creature token. Okay. And 6 is a dangerous life total, but I'm gonna leave the battle hymn open. They have to attack the Emperor. Oh, no, that'll hit a Planeswalker. That keeps the Emperor on 1.
You should be scared.
Okay, that'll actually kill the Emperor.
I guess that's that.
Okay. Now let's see if they want to burn their own Phoenix chick. Nope. Up to 8. Alright, now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. Let's see. Yeah, this is kind of a difficult choice here. Something's telling me I should be mana efficient. Yeah, Mondrak. It's just kind of if you don't have a better line, don't know what else to do, just go for mana efficiency. Okay, so we just kill them on the crackback. And that's that. Yep. We're up against Zai Domination. Opponent goes first. We got 2 mana and things to do with mana. Seems okay. Sacred Peaks. Intrepid Adversary. That doesn't seem really important to kill. I'm just gonna play this Guardian of New Benalia. Copper Code Vanguard, you got it. Would you like to come in? Okay. Let's see, what can I spare here? Hurloon Battle Hymn's a little slow here, right? Yeah, it's a little slow here. Here we go. Okay. Want to keep getting my lands, getting my planes. Go ahead and play the Skrelv's Hive. No attacks. They are the aggressor. Okay. They're going to take their turn off to do ossification here. That's alright. Okay, okay. Well, let's go ahead and slow them down here. We'll lay down arms on the Vanguard. Go ahead and make this land drop. They're really struggling on mana over there. Alright. Between Mondrak and Soulfilm, Mondrak is the one that obviously works with the tokens. Let's go ahead and get in there. We'll play the Mondrak. Well, I might remove him, but we got ways of getting him back. 1 more mana, the Archangel of Wrath can shoot down a thing. Okay, ossification. We have ways of getting rid of ossification, too. They're about to get poisoned and they know it. They know it. Coming in. Okay. Lifelink's turned on. Here's Soulfilm. Those early turns of struggling on mana are probably going to hurt him a lot here. I mean, not that we were doing great on mana, but... In fact, is the difference really that pronounced here? 4 mana up, no Thalia in play. Is it possible they're running the Wandering Emperor? Maybe. Maybe. I mean, I could Soul Partition to save Sulfim, but I don't have anything good to do with the other 2 mana, so I'm coming in with the Mites. Oh, activating Recruitment Officer. Seems like a desperation move. Oh, there's Loran. Loran's pretty good. Loran will get rid of the Skrelv's Hive. So would I like to save the Skrelv's Hive? Maybe. Maybe I would. I can also leave the mana open to make Sulfim indestructible. It probably won't matter against white, but it's an option. Other thing I could do would just be to play the wedding announcement and see what they want to blow up. Nah. Nah, I'll keep the Soul Partition open here. Alright, Loran, pick your target, any target. Yep. There we go. Hey, Fateful Absence. That's a pretty good reason to get the Skrelv's Hive back down. Alright, Sulfim, get on in there. And hold open Fateful Absence and Sulfim's activation. There's the Emperor.
I am the Emperor of
I think I just let them do this.
Protect my people.
I don't think the Emperor matters that much. They're gonna die
My
of poison
judgment
here.
is fine.
So, oh yeah, Archangel of Wrath can come in post-combat and kill that Emperor. So this puts him to 9. Poison. And we'll play the Archangel of Wrath with a red kicker. Shoot the Wandering Emperor.
I'm never done for good.
And see what they got. Brutal Cathar on that. Yeah. On a Mite. Oh, Knight Errant of Eos. Interesting, interesting. Well, what if I told you Hurloon's Battlefield? How about that? Okay, we're up against Blue Ginger. Go first. Got a pile of interaction here. Sacred Geeks. So if it doesn't much matter what lands you play, try to get your planes count high, because it matters. Seacrum Coast. And they didn't do anything with it. Now an island. Is this going to be a control matchup? I might just have to skip this game. This isn't the matchup I'm looking for. Oh! Is it soldiers? Is that what this is? Very strange not to have a 1-drop in the soldier deck. Come on in. Sacred Fire. Alright. Save that angel for later. Sulfim gives them something to worry about. Yeah, why not? That's a soldier deck. Without a 1-drop, it didn't look much like a soldier deck. They named soldier on both of these, right? Yeah. Okay, Brule Python. That's fine. The good size for our removal. Let's see, let's go ahead and Sacred Fire that back. And, yeah, I think that's fine. Here, Sulfum again. You got another one of those? Would you like to get blown out in the middle of combat? They can't actually play Wandering Emperor on this mana. They can, however, exile the thing from their graveyard to put counters on things. Exile it from your graveyard. Only to cast a creature spell of a chosen type, or activate an ability of the chosen type. Okay, so they can use this. They can use it. Okay, good to know. Would I like to burn either of these things? Maybe. Sure. Zephyr. Interesting. Okay. Well, I got a decent play here. Guardian. Still leaves the Fateful Absence around. And no reason we can't come in here with Sulfum. Jump. Just a jump. That's good. Getting their soldier count down is always the thing. Okay. Mirex, odd choice. Valiant veteran, alright. What do you got? Just you. Just you. Let's see, do I go ahead and stop this damage? Save it for a better target? Eh. Be mana efficient. They do not have 2 Zephyr signals. Or if they do, they're being very patient. No, they're just cracking the clue right away. Must not have that much to do. Could have another reinforcements. Okay. Rafine's Tower, that's actually a black source. So one way or another we're going to kick this Angel soon. Probably better to be defensive here, I think. Hold up in the Hurloon Battle Hymn. No attacks. Yep, it's another reinforcements. I think we go ahead and get rid of the veteran here. I think so. I don't want any chicanery from them. Land, that's got to be good for us. Sky Strike Officer, sure. And they're all done. We're up against Arcanix. Alright, alright. Got things to do. Looks fine. Might lead on a mountain here. Okay. Well, it's time for Skrelv's Hive. All swamps from the opponent, and they've done nothing yet. Not a thing. Kind of weird. Well, we can get a wedding announcement down this turn. I think that's probably the play. Just get the token thing going. It's token creatures! Oh, you go for it! Infernal Grasp. Yes. Do it. Alright, Flesh Gorger. Sure. So I'll go ahead and destroy an artifact, which will be the Flesh Gorger. Take that action. Play this Guardian of New Benalia. Get on in there. Okay. Here, eyeing up my Guardian. Oh, I got a Soul Partition. That's cool. In that case, I'll go ahead and play the Peaks. Got more than one way to save a Guardian, if I even want to. Don't know if it's necessary. You can enlist. That gives me a Scry. You all can attack. I will tap you to enlist. Okay, non-token creature, you got it. Okay. I mean, the farmhand's gonna shuffle, so it doesn't matter after that, but I'll take a farmhand. And yeah, I could have partitioned him in response, but I don't think it's that necessary. Kind of like the cards in my hand better, I think. Okay, they're stuck on mana over there. Hit their first 3 swamps and haven't hit since. Played 2 removal and a critter that I removed. If I play the Eternal Wanderer, it's very possible they have Planeswalker removal. Black's pretty good for that. Okay, yes, I do want the 6th mana, but I can get it from the farmhand. Alright, let's just come in here. See if they want to remove a Might. They do. They do. Okay. Infernal Grasp. They are determined to die from damage and not from poison. Absolutely determined. Here's Plains. Go ahead and play a Plains. Say go. We can Soul Partition, we can Bolt, we can cycle this Jetmir's Garden. There's their 4th mana. And yes, the farmhand is a non-token creature. Obliterator. Obliterator. But what if that Obliterator cost 2 more mana? what if that was the case? Alright. Yeah, I'll play this Forge. I'll come in. Put some down to 1. Play the Eternal Wanderer.
I think this will be a quick one.
And I'm actually gonna plus for value here with the Farmhand.
Patience.
One plane's left in the deck after this. The opponent is... Even if they got a land this turn, they'd still be another mana off from this Obliterator. They could have another one in their hand, but they're, like, dead. They need a board sweeper, which Gix's command would do that. My creatures are all 2 power. Gix's command would do it. What else? There's some -2/-2 things like Malicious Malfunction. Okay, they can make me get rid of the Planeswalker, and I did think that was possible. I know that black has the ability to do that. And they're all dead. We're up against Spy Guild. A guild spy? Like a gilded spy? Covered in gold? Foil? It doesn't sound like a very good spy. I'll keep this here. Lead on planes. Mirrex over here. Got a Mirrex over here too. Double Mirrex Thalia, how weird. Really freaking weird. Okay, tap lands. And a Shipwreck Marsh? Sure. Sounds fine. See if they got a counter spell for my Sacred Fire. They do. They do. Strange choice. Very strange. Alright. Well, go ahead and get the Celestus out. If you have enough mana, then Thalia doesn't even matter. I'm trying to make a fight. Weirdo. Okay, take action. Alright. What am I letting go of here? Probably the Eternal Wanderer. Yeah, don't think I need it. Too expensive. Let's see. I'll lay down arms on the Thalia. So I'm going to be rid of you. And... get a wedding announcement ticket? I think so. I think so. Sure, I'll draw a card. Ooh. Not really sure what their deck is about. Thalia's a really weird inclusion. I'm gonna drop off the Rim Karolus. I don't think he's right for this matchup. There's a white. I did wonder if they had Ravine in their deck. Let's see if I can discard a spell here. And what it might be. Okay, they discard Skrelv. So this is a Ravine deck. And a weird one at that. Okay, Soul Partition. Keep stringing them along with wedding announcements? Could. Don't want to sweep up my own board especially, though. Yeah, let's go for it. It didn't look like they had a counterspell there at all. Like, at all. So, no attacks. Got a bunch of tokens that can power up the journal. Guardian of New Benalia. That gets swept up by invitation only. If I just get more creatures on the field than they do, then that's really good for me. I mean, obviously they could have like a counterspell. They're going in heavy on discarding the spells, though. Don't know if that's going to work out for them. They need white sources. They might be keeping land, actually. I guess it could be worth it to Soul Partition this Might. There's Stick, but that could just be their Guardian. Sholdred. Tap out. Yes. Okay. Now, unfortunately, I do not have 2 extra mana. Otherwise, I would play the Journal first. I can push 1 damage through before I sweep up all of our creatures. I'll draw cards with the announcements. I guess that's fine. That's fine. They're just gonna take 3. Okay, that's some free damage. By invitation only. 13. Draw some cards. Land. They do have a couple of Mirrors, though. Which they're just going to go ahead and use. Alright. So, I'll play the Investigator's Journal. Go ahead and use the Murex. Play the Battlefield Forge. Use it for colorless. Draw a card. Okay, okay. Play a Wedding Announcement. There we go. Okay. Do they really want to kill one of my 3/3s that badly? Seems strange. No. I'm gonna take the obvious block here. Take action. You can play this from the graveyard, so I could keep this tower to cycle it myself. Don't think I'm going to, though. I think I will take the free cycle on the tower. Okay, got some removal. That's cool. Let's see, I guess I'll start by drawing a card here. Okay, okay. Guardian, sure. I'll play a Guardian. Do I want to come in? I'll just start killing him at some point. Yeah, sure. And they're dead. Alright. We are up against an opponent whose name I cannot currently pronounce. And I will keep the hand. Alright, tap land. Can produce red. It's a red deck. Okay. Red deck should have trouble with Guardian. Might be able to make a 3/3, but I should be able to lay down arms if they do. An untapped land would let me play the Celestus and a lay down arms. That would be amazing. Monastery Swift Speed. Okay, yeah, I can lay down arms on that. Yeah. Might discard a card next turn, but not yet. Okay. Very unfortunate. However, I think this is the play. No attacks. Belden. Okay. Give me a choice of who to kill. Definitely gonna be the etching. Alright, who am I discarding here? Solfim? Maybe? Yeah, Solfim. Well, this is unfortunate. Sacred Fire's an instant. I guess I'll just hold it open. Sure. I'll discard a card. Don't want you to draw more than you have to, though. Let's go ahead and kill them. So they don't get the card off the Ancestral Anger. They get the card off of Feldon, which is a Mount. Okay. So they were feeling mana screwed, much like we were. Right. Sacred Peaks. I can go ahead and play the Journal for one counter, and that can let me draw 2 cards. I think that's fine, honestly. I don't think I attack. Squee is a real threat here. I want to drive them up the wall. Bloodthirsty Adversary. You got it. Coming in? Sure. Block. Oh, I'll discard. I don't care. I'll discard. Okay. Let's draw a card. Okay. Play Mirex. No attacks. Got another card draw off the journal here. Ooh, Spell Scroll. It's a nasty card. Hurloon Battle Hymn can hit it, though. Okay, whichever one they try to transform, we'll hit with the Battle Hymn. Oh, never mind. Never mind, we got other opportunities here. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and kill one like this. No attacks. Block if they play a spell, Fateful Absence. Okay, we'll just Fateful Absence you now. Monastery Swift Sweep. Okay, I can get out Mondrak, and I can start making double tokens with the Mirex. And that's not bad at all. I think I attack here. I think maybe this is the turning point. We're both kind of out of cards, but I've got the better board position. And my life total is still high. Okay. Let's see what they do. play with fire on the Guardian? No, they're playing it on Mondrak. That only gets you in for a turn. Sure! Come on over! That's great. That is absolutely great. Let's do it. Let's see. Do I want to scry? Might as well, right? Oh, that's good. That's very good. Okay. Do I want the Sundown Pass? I think so. I think I do. Yeah, 6 mana will be good to hit with these Sacred Fires in the yard. I like it. Crack that clue. Play that mountain. Come in with those guys. Actually, should I even do this? I should probably just take 4 and make a couple of mites. I think that's actually correct. And then Angelfire Ignition on Mondrak. That sounds pretty good to me. Okay. Alright guys, Song of Wrath and Fire. That was not bad at all. We won more than we lost, had a winning record. The deck has plenty of fine-tuning that can go into it. All kinds of fine-tuning. So I feel like Eternal Wanderer is just kind of expensive in this deck. I know we're running 25 lands, but I don't know if this card ever quite felt right. So maybe some other cards to synergize with, you know, things like Soulfim or Mondrak. A little bit more early game removal, some more Fateful Absence, maybe another Flame Blessed Bolt or two. But overall, this deck felt pretty good. Felt like it was hanging in there with the field, you know, not overwhelming. You know, had our share of losses, but in general, it felt very playable to me. So, I think if this is your jam, I think you can rank up with it slowly. Anyway, I'm gonna open one of the last bits of my birthday present here. I've got some Aftermath. And I guess I could make my face big on the screen for this so you can actually see the cards. So if you've been watching all my videos, you know that I got some Aftermath cards as part of my birthday present. If that doesn't make any sense, you can watch the other video. I've spoken before about how I like bad sets. Something about bad sets I find intriguing. You know, like I put out all the videos about Homelands, for example. So, I got a little box of Epilogue boosters. Now that, you know, they're kind of down to a more reasonable market price compared to like what they were initially at, then I think I feel fair in saying that they're adorable now. If they were still so crazy expensive, I'd feel differently. But I'm going to say they're adorable. Also, these cards smell different. Does anyone old out there remember how Magic cards used to smell with that kind of like really clean, toxic, chemical, inky smell? And it was like kind of strangely addictive. Well, these, they smell totally different. There's like an herbal smell. There's an herbal plant kind of smell in here with like an earthy undertone. It's It's funky. Anyway. So open up an epilogue booster here. Got Animus Might. Let me see if I can actually figure out how to get this thing to focus. It don't wanna focus. Okay. Animus Might. Feast of the Victorious Dead. Hey, Training Grounds. This is worth like a couple bucks, right? Already opened Anissa, so this box is pretty well taken care of. Ooh, it's a foil blot out in the original art, and the original art is the way I like this card. So I actually kind of like getting this, even though it's not worth any money. This is a very playable card. This is great. Check out my video on the white-black control deck using Edgar's Revenge, Edgar Markov. I run blot out in there. All right, reckless handling in the weird art. And a treasure token. So I've got 2 more packs on this box before I've opened all my birthday present. But I have some more cards coming in, and I might keep opening up a handful at the end of the videos. I don't know, some people do it. Seems like a little point of interest. Anyway, like, subscribe, do all the YouTube stuff, and until next time, never stop honing your critical thinking and empathy.